Hey, all right, I'm gonna do one more back-to-back filming and then I gotta skedaddle. I gotta get out of here. I first want to give a huge shout out, thank you, applause to one of my subscribers. Jello is terrifying. I lovingly refer to him as Jello, even though I know his name. Because he reminded me, this is gonna sound crazy, that I wrote a book. Actually, I've written several books and they're all on Amazon. If you just search me, Rebecca Pebler, I will leave a link. But I just don't think to tell people about it. But I'm starting to feel really passionate about this. And I think this is the time, this is the zeitgeist we're in, especially in America, as we're sort of, this is going to sound crazy, but I feel like we're turning back the clock in a lot of ways. And you guys know I consider myself an old soul, so I wrote Old Soul Dating. This, I think the soil is prime for people to be receptive to this message. So I think I'm really going to start promoting this book, promoting the tenets in the book, telling people all about this, because the dating scene, as you know, if you're single and you've been out there, is a hot mess. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think it's the way we're connecting with each other. I think it's the values that have been stripped from love and romance. And so this is my manifesto to basically bring romance back, bring chivalry back, bring back ladies, bring back gentlemen. Now, I'm not, and I say this in my book, I am not closed-minded. I am a highly educated woman who has a very open mind, but I also have a very traditional heart that believes in things like family and family values and, you know, chivalrous things, holding the door open for women and paying for their meal and letting women be women and receiving in their feminine energy and letting men be men and chasing and going after what they want. I think it's a beautiful thing. And yes, we have both masculine and feminine energy, but I think it works best when we just sink into our roles and it feels natural. That's where this comes in. It says creating a spiritual romance revolution for empaths, modern prophets, and highly sensitive souls. So I was thinking about this because I was doing some research about promoting things that you've done. And one of the things, I think it was ChatGPT that told me this, was like, well, you need to have some kind of authority on the subject. And I thought, well, how do I have authority in dating, right? And then I thought, well, how does Matthew Hussey have authority in dating? He doesn't have a PhD in romance or a literal PhD in love, right? He has life experience and he's learned a lot and he's sharing it with us. And it's a beautiful thing and it's great. And I watch his videos all the time. He's brilliant. And he's finally found the love of his life and he's married. But he's helped countless women and men too, I'm sure, but mostly his audience. We're like the inverse of each other. My audience is mostly males and his audience is mostly females. Help them with their love lives because he has that experience. And I'm the same way. I have gone on so many dates. So many dates. I can't even tell you at this point how many. I should probably try to keep a tally. I'm sure, golly, I don't even want to say hundreds. That sounds ridiculous. It's probably not that many. But enough to where I've collected enough data. I feel like I'm 40 years old, for crying out loud. I've been married in the past. I've dated before that. I've dated after that. I'm currently dating. And I've seen the dating landscape and I've talked to people and a lot of us feel the same way. There are so many of us that want this, that want romance to come back, that want chivalry to come back. It's still there. There are men that do those things and I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad you still exist. And I'm sure they feel the same way that feminine women still exist and we want to be taken care of and we want to be cherished. So I'm just very passionate about this. And I forgot to say, the reason Jello, I gave him a shout out at the beginning, is because he bought a copy of this. He wanted a signed copy. I said, sure, I will sign it and I will ship it to you. And he's paying me back for the book and for the shipping. So if you decide you want the same thing, if you want a signed copy, let me know and we can do that. Let me just real quick, and then I've got to go. And I'll get more into depth. But if you're like, well, what's in this book, Rebecca? And you can see it on Amazon. But I define old soul because some people will take that literally. It's just reincarnation. But things like we are classic, we're timeless. we have spirited inner children, right? We're very passionate, we're very alive, especially in our inside. We feel like we're the product of a bygone era. Highly empathetic and sensitive, don't like following current trends just because, and I have so much more here. So this book, I go into chapters about quality over quantity. Where did romance go? This was written during the pandemic, so I said, how will I find love during a pandemic? The importance of EQ, emotional intelligence, not just intellectual intelligence. I do let people know that being an old soul doesn't mean you're closed-minded. Planned obsolescence, if you've heard that term, basically things nowadays are made not to last, so you buy new ones. And I feel like that's the same with love. We're in this culture that's just like, if it doesn't work, we'll throw it away. And you got to find the thing that lasts, right? So many more chapters, but I don't want to read them all to you because I can't give all the goods away. But it's in here. And I just think, I feel very passionate that for those of us that are in the trenches, trying to find love, I think it's missing, this is the magic sauce. This is what it's missing. It's missing heart, it's missing passion, it's missing soul. And if you're a highly sensitive soul like me, this is going to resonate with you. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll see. This will be interesting to see if I continue down this path of talking about that book. I have other books, but that one I think is the one that's top of the mind, really on my heart at the moment to really promote. So I love you guys, and please take care of yourselves and each other. If you have any questions, just put it below. Any comments, love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next one.